confident the biggest gamble of his presidency has paid off. Watching it unfold, it was easy to forget for a moment that these two men not long ago had been ominously threatening nuclear war.
Mr. President, did he agree to indeed nuclearize, sir?
We're starting that process very quickly. Very, very quickly.
Absolutely.
How quickly is unclear. The two leaders signed a joint agreement, big on goals but short on specifics. President Trump promising security guarantees for Kim, and Kim declaring his, quote, unwavering commitment to complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. But no mention of timing or how the promise of getting rid of North Korea's nuclear weapons will be done or how it will be verified. The president said the two would be meeting again many times.
When is Kim coming to the White House?
Well, I want to get it along. I want the process to start. I want to see some real work going on, which I believe I will. And I would love to have him at the White House, whatever it takes. And I would love to have him at the White House. And I think he'd love to be there. And at a certain point, when it's all complete, I'd love to be there.
Later, the president spoke of the opportunities for the North.
For example, they have great beaches. You see that whenever they're exploding their cannons into the ocean, right? I said, boy, look at that. Wouldn't that make a great condo behind?
He also offered Kim a controversial concession. The United States will cease all military exercises with South Korea.
I think it's inappropriate to be having war games.
Virtually all of the details to this are still to be worked out, beginning with getting North Korea to say how many nuclear weapons they have and giving a full accounting of their nuclear program. The president says that he has a very special bond with Kim Jong-un. That bond is about to be tested in a big way as they start to work out those details. Jonathan Karl, ABC News, Singapore.
And as the world waits to see what comes next, there's mixed reaction on Capitol Hill.
Democrats and Republicans are viewing the agreement with a little optimism and a lot of skepticism. ABC's Serena Marshall has the latest. Good morning, Serena.
Diane, Victor, good morning. Both leaders might be saying this is a new chapter after the deal they struck, but members of Congress are highly skeptical. They're saying the key here is going to be actions, not just words. The deal is not dissimilar to past agreements. In 2005, 5 other countries, including the U.S. and South Korea, agreed to provide aid to Pyongyang in exchange for an end to their nuclear efforts. But just a year later, the North tested their first nuclear weapon. The Singapore deal has no mention of any timing or verification of their denuclearization, while promising the U.S. would cease all military exercises with South Korea. Democrats argue this amounts to the president giving Kim Jong-un legitimacy and significant concessions without any meaningful commitments in return.
We need follow-through. We need to see that that danger is removed. And yet, President Trump seems to have given away 2 or 3 of the major things that Kim Jong-un wanted. A meeting, the flags next to each other, now no delay of exercises with South Korea without getting anything in return. The danger to America is ever present.
But Republicans more cautiously optimistic, hoping this is a new chapter they will have a say in.
I think there'd be widespread interest in Congress for having an involvement in this. If the president can reach a significant agreement with the North Koreans, I hope it takes the form of a treaty.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo previously testified similarly that he would want any deal struck in Singapore to be ratified by Congress as a treaty. That would prevent any future administrations from making changes to the deal. Victor, Diane.
Serena Marshall, thank you. And one last note from the Singapore summit about some odd maneuvering moments.